Spoiler alert, all these fragrances are bomb ass. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bella and this is Bella's Perfume Diaries. If this is your first time stumbling on this channel, Perfume Diaries is a series where we talk about perfumes, a sprinkle of beauty and lifestyle. So if this is the kind of content you like, please click that subscribe button and join the family. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in once again. On today's episode, I am back with another new release video from one of my favorite Nigerian brands, and the brand is Yerwasecret. So they recently released 4 new fragrances into their collection. Just in case you are hearing about Yerwasecret for the first time, I've done a review on their previous fragrances on my channel before. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it up here. You can go ahead and binge watch. I think you should actually watch that video first before you watch this one, because I kind of did like an introduction of the brand, but maybe I'll just do a summary here for those of you lazy people that would not go back to watch the previous video, but I really think you should. Anyway, Yerwasecret is a Nigerian brand. Their fragrances are made in Nigeria, Gombe. So Yerwa is a collective word that is known in Maiduguri, Borno, which I think is where the creator is from. So Yerwa is a popular word that is called by the locals. It kind of showcases what that whole community is about. And I love the fact that this brand is very big on community. So they recently did like a 50% off sales. If you didn't know, Maiduguri, Borno was recently inflicted with flood. So Yerwa just thought it to do like this 50% sales to kind of help the community. So I think the idea was to give us an opportunity to support that movement. So it was like flood 50. That was the discount code. At the end of the sale, I think she split 50% of her profit and gave it to people that were affected by the flood, I guess. So I participated in that sale and thought it to be like an opportunity to try out their new fragrances. I got 55 and 01 in 30 mls just because I saw the notes and I felt like these ones would speak to me more, and I wasn't wrong. Let me not spoil it for you guys. Then I got the 28 and the 204 in 2 ml samples just to try them out. So let's find out how I feel about all these new releases from Yerwasecret. Now, before we go into the 4 fragrances, I think let's call this collection like the Cities collection. I know she doesn't necessarily call them Cities collection, but they are all inspired by different cities, which I am going to be talking about in a second. I'm going to be starting with my least favorite to my most favorite. Spoiler alert, all these fragrances are bomb ass. I just prefer some over the others. Now let's get to it. Number 4 on this list is number 28. I still don't know what the numbers in their fragrances mean, but all their fragrances are named by numbers. So 28 is inspired by Chengdu, China. Chengdu is a green city surrounded by trees and filled with clean air, famous for spicy flavory hotspots and pandas. This fragrance is filled with memories of what Chengdu has to offer. Notes of Sichuan pepper, bamboo, vetiver, blue cypress, grapefruit, sultry amber, white cardamom, coriander, cashmere moss have all come together to create this truly unique fragrance that would have you longing to visit this city. 28, which is inspired by Chengdu, China, has major notes of Sichuan pepper, vetiver, and blue cypress. This is a gorgeous scent, but I'm sure you're wondering why it is number 4 on this list, and I'll tell you why. It opens very fresh and sweet. This fragrance smells like these sweet pineapples. I know pineapples is not listed here. It's probably grapefruit. So I guess it's that mix of grapefruit, the blue cypress, the vetiver that gives it this sweet pineapple scent. After like 5-10 minutes, you start to get that spiciness that gives it this zestiness. The spiciness is obviously coming from the Sichuan pepper. It's almost like you can smell and taste it. I love that mix of the fresh sweet pineapples and the spicy peppers. Immediately I smelled this fragrance, it reminded me of Kaid Al Fasan from Latafa. You know, Kaid Al Fasan is known for that fresh sweet pineapples, which is also in the top of this fragrance. So it kind of reminds me of that fragrance at the top, even though this one starts to settle a little more peppery and spicy. I would classify this fragrance as a unisex fragrance, but to me, it leans more masculine than feminine. Even though a lady can totally rock it and smell sexy, but I feel that men will love this more. So if you like the vibes of Kite Al Fasan with a little more spiciness and a little more kick, you would absolutely love 28 from Yerwasecret. Longevity and projection on this fragrance is quite impressive. Gives a minimum of 6 hours longevity with moderate projection. The performance on these fragrances are a little better than her previous releases. She's basically stepping up her game with these new releases and I love it. I'm here for it. So now you understand why this fragrance is number 4 on my list. It's a beautiful scent, but if you know me, you know I don't gravitate towards masculine leaning fragrances, but this will smell sexy on a man. And also a lady that loves masculine leaning fragrances would absolutely enjoy this. So this is 28 from Yerwasecret. Now, number 3 on this list, can you guess what it is? It's number 204. This one is inspired by Manitoba, Canada, where all my Canada girlies. So number 204 is inspired by Manitoba, Canada, where wild bergamot grows and envelopes the entire summer with its perfect aroma. This entire blend is centered around wild bergamot as the main character and accompanied by complementing pear and tangerine notes. So the major notes in 204 are wild bergamot, pear, and palo santo. Now this is zesty. This is zesty. This is bright. When they said wild bergamot in this fragrance, they were not joking around. The bergamot in this fragrance is wild and all up in your face. It almost has this smell of lemongrass. If you can picture the zestiness and the freshness of lemongrass, that's how 204 smells to me at the top. But then when this fragrance starts to settle, the pear comes in. When I smelled the pear in this fragrance, I was like, where did you come from? Like, you know, when you have like a zesty, bright, fresh fragrance, this zestiness might overshadow and intimidate other notes in the fragrance, but that's not the case here. You get the pear, it's like this sweet, juicy, fresh pear, which just mixes perfectly with that wild bergamot. So even as the wild bergamot is doing too much, you can still get the pear mixed into it. This fragrance to me gives me fresh, zesty, bright, uplifting. And also, when I smelled this fragrance, it reminded me of Yuzu by Fragrance World. I did a review on the 3 new fragrances from that line. I'll link it up here. You can go ahead and binge watch. If you watch that video, you know that Yuzu was my favorite from that line. So I absolutely love this. It is Yuzu, but without the pear. You get the pear clearly in this with that fresh, zesty kind of lemongrass, wild bergamot scent. It's such a beautiful, fresh fragrance. If you are a fan of fresh, zesty fragrances, you would love this. I still think this leans a little bit more masculine because obviously it's the masculine men that love those fresh citrus fragrances that lean more feminine and more of the fresh florals. So to me, this still leans more masculine, but this is one of those masculine fragrances that I would love to wear on me. It's the kind of fragrances that will get people's attention in seconds. Like, it's that kind of head turner fragrance. It has medium to almost beast mode performance with minimum of 6 hours longevity. So if you love that zesty, fresh fragrance, you would absolutely love 204 from Yerwasecret. Now let's go to the full bottle, which is my top 2. Number 2 on this list is 01. This is 01 from Yerwasecret, and this is inspired by Lagos, Nigeria. Where are my Lagos girls? Now this is the one that intrigued me the most because obviously I'm from Nigeria and Lagos represents us, whether you like it or not. Immerse yourself in the rich, bold, rugged blend of spicy ginger, fresh coconut, smoky leather, charred wood, saffron, tobacco, tonka bean, purple peonies, black rose, almond milk, a feisty scent reminiscent of the hustle and bustle that makes Lagos a sweet city. Okay, I like the way she described this one. Like, first of all, these bottles are the cutest. I really, really love Yerwa bottles. They are absolutely gorgeous. Oh, guys, this fragrance. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, this fragrance, first of all, she described it perfectly. This fragrance is rich and bold. So the main notes are saffron, black rose, and tonka bean. Guys, this is giving niche quality, to be honest. Niche quality to the T. is so gorgeous. This fragrance opens with a spiciness, like a rich spiciness. Then you get this dark rose, almost like dried rose, preferably black roses. It smells dark and mysterious. So when I think of the rose in this fragrance, I picture roses that were once fresh and red, but then they dry up and begin to wither, almost similar to dry leaves in fall. That's exactly a pictorial representation of what the rose in this fragrance gives me. I also get the tonka bean. Surprisingly, this brand just did it in a way that every note they listed, you get it clearly. When I saw the notes, black rose, saffron, tonka bean, I was trying to imagine what this fragrance would smell like. And I did not even expect to get the tonka bean at all. But guys, you get the tonka bean. The tonka bean is giving it this sweetness and thickness. It's adding like this weight to the fragrance and gives it a little bit of sexiness. This is gorgeous. This fragrance is giving rich, confident, and classy. And it is perfectly unisex. It has this woodiness in the background. It smells like a vintage wooden table with spilled wine on it. A mixture of that is literally what the woodiness in this fragrance smells like. This fragrance is giving rich, it's giving sexy, it's giving classy, it's giving bougie. I know Lagos girls to be all bougie, Lagos guys to be all bougie, classy. They're always on top of their game, and this is exactly what this fragrance is giving. Longevity and projection, guys. This fragrance lasts all day. Yeah, you can smell it clearly. So this is one of the ones that I would be getting a bigger bottle of because it smells amazing. Like if you smell this fragrance, you would not believe it's from a Nigerian brand. I just have to say it because it smells very elevated. It's competing with Tom Ford. To be honest, this fragrance is competing with Tom Ford at this point. It's so rich, it's so refined. It kind of has this niche quality that is kind of familiar, even though I can't put my hands on it. But right now, I don't have anything like this in my car. Oh, did I just hack it? Think of jazz club, but with rose and spiciness. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's exactly what this fragrance. I can't believe I just figured out what this fragrance reminds me of. So that's what this fragrance is giving me. It's giving me jazz club, but with spiciness and rose. There you have it. Number one. That's exactly what number one smells like. So if you don't have Jazz Club money, my sister, go and get number one from Yerwasecret. It's so gorgeous. This and my number one were actually fighting closely together. So I really love this. That's number one from Yerwasecret. Now, drum rolls for number one. If you're an OG on this channel, you probably know the one that would have made it to my number one, which is 55. So this is 55 from Yerwasecret, inspired by Florence, Italy. Now this one is the shit. Sweet strawberry gelato, creamy salted espresso, and iced vanilla cream is what makes the entire creation so dreamy. This bottle transports you immediately to the streets of Florence, Italy, where cute little family-owned ice cream shops and cafes lighten up the streets and envelopes them with the smell of authentic handmade goodness made from the heart. This bottle is an indulgence that tantalizes your senses and leaves a lingering trail of cozy comfort. So from the movies I watched, I kind of imagine Italy to be this small town with little cute cafes, basically a small community where everybody knows everybody. I don't think I have had any iced latte espresso. This fragrance smells like I want to have a taste. The major notes are strawberry, salted espresso, and iced vanilla cream. If you see those notes, what do you imagine? Oh, guys, when I tell you this fragrance is realistic to the T, you almost feel like you're drinking it. It literally smells like vanilla cream salted espresso with strawberry flavors. It opens with that sweet iced vanilla cream that smells like ice creams. Guys, this perfume smells delectable. It smells delicious. Literally, this fragrance is sweet and mouth-watering. Ah, guys, this fragrance makes me so happy. I am definitely going to get a big bottle of this. You get that juicy strawberry from the scent. You get this creamy ice cream scent. It's like ice cream in strawberry flavor. But then you now start to get that salted espresso that creates a contrast. You know when salt and sugar comes together, it creates this contrast, but a very beautiful one. Ah, guys, this fragrance smells so enveloping, so sexy, so inviting, so delicious. You feel like just drinking it up. It gives you that slurpy effect. According to Curry Sense, it gives me that slurpy effect where you feel like just slurping it in and drinking it. It smells very, very delectable. Yerwa secrets. On this hill, I die. You guys have done it again to create another favorite of mine. Actually, I have two favorites from these new releases that I'm just obsessed with. Like this one in particular, I'm literally obsessed with this. It's more of like an indoors, cozy, under the duvet, baby making fragrance. If you're married and you're passing on baby making, don't put this on. But if you want to make babies, put this shit on. You'll be having triplets, you'll be having twins because that's how sexy this fragrance smells. Think of strawberry flavored ice creams. Very realistic, very, very realistic, guys. It even gives me that cold ice cream effect. It's giving me everything that is listed: strawberry, salted espresso, iced vanilla cream. This is absolutely gorgeous. I recommend this if you want to smell sweet, sexy, delectable, yummy. If you want people to smell you and feel like eating you up, this is perfect for you. Longevity and projection is also quite impressive. So I think she worked on her performance in these new releases, and also the other one that she released, I think December last year. You get medium projection with this one. This would carry you the whole day. If you're looking for the gourmand of this line, number 55 is perfect for you, and it's made it to my number one for a reason. You guys know I'm a gourmand girl, and this swept me off my seat. It doesn't smell like any gourmand I have smelled before. It smells like something I have had before or tasted before, but not something that I have as a fragrance, which is so, so exciting. And I cannot wait to get a bigger bottle of this. So that's number one on my list, 55 from Yerwasecret. So there you have it, the new releases from Yerwasecret. Yerwa, I'm now you guys' biggest fan. On this hill I die. I'm going nowhere. Whatever releases you guys are releasing, I am with you back to back. You guys have created so many amazing fragrances that I absolutely love. If you don't know about the previous fragrances that they have, you can check my previous video. I explained them in details so you would have an idea which one is for you. So let me know if you're going to be trying these fragrances. Let me know if you have any of them in your collection. I would love to know your thoughts on these Yerwa fragrances. Unfortunately, we've come to the end of this episode. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Drop your scent of the day in the comment section. I would love to connect with you in the comment section. Thank you guys for tuning to Bella's Perfume Diaries. I'll be seeing you on my next episode. Bye. So this is 55 from Yerwasecret, inspired by what?